What was that?
Charlie, am I on the right podcast? This is,
I wonder how many people just skip to next podcast immediately.
like, that's not the right intro music.
I'm glad it's short.
Yeah,
So
it ended like, I forgot how short that intro was.
I'll be 100% transparent with you. That thing's like 2 minutes long, and we used to just wherever felt right. And then just let it fade out on its own, because this has that auto fade thing. But yeah, everybody, this is Give Me Back the podcast. So confession time for everyone tuning in right now. You know, when you change everything about your fucking show,
everything from the core,
you don't actually remember to change anything about the show except talking about it. So totally blanked on, I can't really play action centric or horror centric music, or none of our bits work anymore. I mean, thankfully, tonight we could use kill of the week, but it doesn't quite fit the vibe we're going for. So
and then as I jump on this, you lay this all on me, and I won't. You know what, Charlie? We never did any of that, did we?
and he's acting like I've been sitting with this for like 3 days. No, I sat down 10 minutes before he got on going, I need music. Shit. So I dug back in the archives, and that is OG first year.
First year, yeah.
Yeah, first year soundtrack, because I had it. And there's no words, no nothing to designate it, whatever. So, you know what? It'll work for now. I will say, I did reach out to our original guy that did our music, Sludge, for the action show. And he said he will work on getting us something. This stuff does take time. So, you know what? Screw it. We'll be fine. We'll make it work. But
pay for the episode.
I'll happily turn over my paycheck I get for this.
We'll donate it to charity.
I think that's illegal, Pete. Yeah, I don't think you can bill the charity for what we would need to donate. That's how much we get paid. Yeah, negative money on this for some reason. So yeah, this is our. I guess this is officially the inaugural start of the Give Me Back My ... the podcast. Fill in the blank, basically. And this isn't going to be. We're still going to do action movies. We're still going to do some horror movies, but what we're really going to knuckle down on, and I know we talked about this, was nostalgia. Movies we grew up with, movies that really resonate with us. And I'm liking this direction, because I'll tell you something, Pete. I did a lot of recording early on in February to prep for March, because Mickey was traveling. So like almost all of March, I've been off. Like Action Elite took a break. We had already Batman recorded.
Yeah.
You and Anna are now doing you're filling in the other Tuesday. So I've had a lot of time to actually sit down and watch movies.
Isn't it nice?
I want to watch, you know what I mean? Like, I want to watch the movies we talk about, but it feels like work. Now it's like, me, you know what? I just want to sit here and watch that. And I'll tell you what, the last 2 weeks, Charlie's been living in some nostalgia, man. Like, I just would pick
in it.
Dude, it's been the warm and fuzzies. Like, we watched Hook the other night for no reason.
Fun. Yes.
It's on the list, dude. I got done watching that going, there's no reason we shouldn't be doing Hook. And my favorite thing so far was we did my dad's birthday this past weekend, had a little cookout. They come over, and we usually throw on like Disney Plus or something and watch something family friendly.
Yeah.
Watch a quick movie with the parents. Nothing was on Disney Plus. I didn't want to watch anything new, so I'm scrolling. Dude, we landed on Harry and the Hendersons on Netflix. My parents hadn't watched that since the 90s. And let me tell you, we were all reliving every minute. My dad started remembering stuff from the movie. Started going, oh, this is when they're going to do that. Like, that movie had such an impact on our family movie nights. I remember renting that movie, and we are just having a ball. And it's all of us. So, the kids are there, Jackie's there, and we are just having a ball watching Harry and Henderson. I gotta say, man, I was living the high life.
How fun
for
is
an
that?
hour 50, man. It
Funny
was
you
so
should
good.
say, like, I just brought that over to my nephews, and I had never seen it.
Oh,
My sister had seen it and her husband had seen it, but my nephew and I had not. So, I mean, it's John Lithgow. You can't go wrong.
no. Oh,
And I
God,
knew
this
it
is
was
like
a
top
family
class.
friendly and it was a lot
Mm-hmm.
of fun. So I got it from the library. Power to the library. Join us. Uh,
Cult.
and just like you, I had a hoot. That movie
It's
is a
a
lot of
ball.
fun. It's very silly. It's the
It
right
is,
kind
but
of silly.
it is so heartwarming
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
genuine. That was another word. And Rick Baker's work on
Oh,
Harry.
beautiful.
My God, dude. My God, dude. But that's not the movie we are talking about
No,
tonight.
it's not. We're
That is
talking about
also
it.
on the list.
It should be. That's
Yeah.
definitely one that should be. I've got several of my own also. You
Well,
probably never
yeah.
let me pick them.
You get next month. I don't know
Do
what
I?
this pick'em thing. Yes, you already asked for that one. So we already kind of
I
tentatively
thought I
know
was
what
on
it
double
is.
secret probation.
No, that
Oh.
went away.
Oh, okay.
Because you haven't put together yet that now there's only one Pete pick for February.
No!
I have slowly whittled it down from 4 to 2 and now 1. So, it's awesome. But no, initially this was just a movie, and I want to say I was already thinking about this, but Stephen and Leo brought it up like I don't know how many episodes ago that they were just talking about it, going, man, I wish we could cover that movie. And I had already had it in my mind that I was going to do it eventually. We even talked about it during one of our action episodes. So we were covering Maverick and not Top Gun Maverick.
Nope.
We were talking Richard Donner, Mel Gibson starring, Jodie Foster, James Garner,
and a slew of others.
Oh my God, dude.
So many people.
The IMDb list just scrolls.
Just goes on.
And so, yeah, we're doing 1994's Maverick. And what I like about this too was when you look at it, it kind of gives me a chance to still keep a toe in the action vein a little bit.
It's got action elements for sure. I mean,
But
great stunts.
It's not. Oh, dude, the stunt work on this movie. Jesus, I can't wait to talk about it.
Mhm.
But it's just enough where it's like Charlie still has a little bit of his action pull, but it's got a lot more other things that is. I would have to bend the rules on Give Me Back My Action.
Agreed.
To do this. Not that I'd have to twist anyone's arm real hard, but you'd have to bend the rules a little bit. So, yeah, we are covering that. Enough jibber jabbering. If you guys stuck it out this long, you're here for the whole run. So, I'm gonna hit the trailer. It's awesome, dude. This trailer is gonna give you nostalgia. So
can't wait.
Here we go.
I'll see your bet and I'll call. I'm running low on chips here.
2 pair, ace of a queen.
Oh, lucky thing for me, I had 3 sixes. Sorry.
Looks like you broke your losing streak.
Nice pot. I don't see what's so great about it. Whoa, hey, where's the fire, son? I'm a gambler. You're a gunfighter. Fact of the matter is, if I'd have tried to face you down, I mean, what chance would I have had? Absolute zero. None, whatever.
Was that fast?
Want to see it again?
Mel Gibson,
Damn thing won't stay in the holster. Whoop!
Jodie Foster,
A silly-looking creature's called Maverick, and my name is Annabelle Bransford. I'll be taking the stage.
well, so am I.
So am I.
James Garner,
And relax and enjoy the journey now.
Maverick,
Don't worry, nothing to worry about. I got it all under control.
Yeah, well, I remember my first runaway stage. A Richard Donner film.
Don't you think you should go out there and help him?
Well, I could do that, absolutely, but, after he's worked so hard, he might resent it.
With a little luck, Maverick will be here.
Dealer's choice? Okay, 5 card stud, but no, I think I prefer draw. You gotta learn to loosen up, kid. Have some fun. This is poker.
Man, that voiceover and the way that sounds just took me back, dude. Oh my God.
The soundtrack, the trailer voice guy, and then that felt like a long trailer, but it didn't.
It's about 2
feel that
minutes.
long. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that's the difference. If a trailer doesn't make it feel like it's a long 2-minute trailer, it's kind of. There was another one. It was a little shorter. I played, and it was basically just the part where he sits down at the poker table with the gunslinger,
Mhm.
and they pretty much just play that clip, and then they do a little bit of voiceover, and I'm like, this
Nah.
is okay, but
Wait,
I was
wait.
like, let me listen to the OG, and I'm like, oh, this is it.
Mhm.
This felt like you're sitting in the theater and you're watching another movie, but this trailer pops up, and you're just, God, dude, I'm smiling right now because I did nothing but smile the entire time I watched this movie. I'm on my third watch right now. I actually have it on the television beside
yeah.
me. Those watching on YouTube right now, but
Yeah.
I have grinned the entire time. Also, a little bit to break. I don't know the last time we've done a PG movie.
Ooh.
I'm also shocked that this movie's PG. There was
It's
a
little
lot more
raunchy.
language.
It wasn't anything hard. The language wasn't.
No,
There's a
they
couple
say
of shits and
they say shit a few times.
Yeah.
Bastard.
yeah.
Damn, hell.
Yeah,
all
that's
all those
okay.
stuff.
For
That's
94,
okay. Yeah. But also, as an adult now, you go, there's a lot of double entendres in this movie. As a kid, right over my freaking head, dude. This one, watching it last night, going, oh, I know what that means now. Oh, I know what that means now.
What fabulous similarities.
Oh, God, it's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
I got to watch this twice this week. Once with my nephew. I brought it over to movie night with the sister's family.
Mhm.
And then last night with Jody, after a long day of yard work, we settled down and snuggled in, and she promptly fell asleep, but that's okay.
It's okay. She worked hard. She lives with
it was
Pete.
a rough.
Yeah.
It's been a rough 4 days, boy. Let me tell you.
Well, yeah, you went on all
I-
kinds of adventures
it was
over the weekend.
And I wouldn't trade it for anything. We had such a wonderful time.
I know you would.
But yeah, it was the end of the week, and I don't blame her. And she apologized later, like, don't worry about it. It was the only reason I stayed up is because I was just like you, grinning from ear to ear, laughing at all the jokes, and
all of them.
Tub of popcorn, and I felt like I was in the theater again.
Yeah, God, that's exactly why we're doing these.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's do our thing. The one thing we are still keeping on
Yeah, we
is
need to
we're going to
keep
talk
this.
about our histories with these
Mhm.
movies. So Pete, I'm going to start with you. When's the first time you saw Maverick? What's your history?
It was in the theater, and I don't remember if I came home. Okay, so Dad was a kid in the 50s and early 60s, and that's when westerns were all the rage. And he watched, like, he could name all these guys. At the very least, he could tell you what show they were in.
Right.
And he's just going pew 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 when we watched it years later, just as we rented it or saw it on TV or something. So he's just left and right, bang 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 bang, rattling off all these shows. He grew up with Maverick, James Garner as Maverick.
Right.
He grew up with Wild Wild West. He grew up with all of those, Stagecoach, and I can't
Bonanza.
Bonanza. That was a little later
Yeah.
on, but yeah, he grew up. So when we found out that Maverick was coming out, I have never seen my father turn into a little boy quicker than when we learned. I don't know if we saw a trailer in the theater or if something came on TV. I don't remember, but he went, "Oh my God. Oh my God." He was so excited. Now, I was off in college. I do remember seeing this in the theater, and I don't remember if it was summertime, we would definitely have gone to see this as a family because Dad would have drug us all kicking and screaming.
It was in May, I think it dropped. So I don't know if that fixes anything.
Yeah, I might have been home by May or at the very May. Yeah, because Ohio State was on quarters at the time, and we got out kind of early.
Mm-hmm.
So it might have been May, or we didn't see it opening night, so it could have been June. It very, very easily could have been June, where we went to go see this as a family in the theater. So, yeah, it's hard to describe these kind of cinematic experiences because it was like seeing Star Wars. Not maybe that cinematic, but it just there's a smell that this movie has, and it's the smell of a movie theater. It's
Yes.
sticky floors, old popcorn, it's M&Ms or gum stuck on the bottom of the seats. It has an aroma to it. Even though I'm sitting on my couch, I can smell the theater again, and it just made my heart swell.
Pumping
Seeing
that
it again.
popcorn smell through the
Oh,
vents just to make you
And it
go
happened
buy
both
more.
times I watched it. Like
Yes.
when I'm watching it with Liam for the first time, he's having a grand old time. And then watching it again last night, I'm just grinning ear to ear, just like you said. So, how about you, Charlie? What is your experience with Maverick?
So I didn't get to go to the theaters with this one, which is kind of shocking because my dad's pretty much the same thought process. He grew up with the westerns and the war movies and stuff like that. So, the older genre stuff. And I remember Dad watching them. Dad wasn't like the big, like, I'm all into westerns and stuff like that. Dad probably did more of the war movies growing up, but westerns were always around. A lot of the westerns I watched was at my grandma's. So she had cable, like I've said. So you could just turn it on and then boom. Like I grew up with Bonanza. I grew up watching reruns. I'm pretty sure I saw some of the episodes of Maverick.
Sure, yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything other than James Garner being into it. But yeah, this was an immediate rental though. I do remember that. This was, I think, because number one, it was Mel Gibson. So Dad had already seen stuff like Lethal Weapon. I hadn't yet. I was only like 14. So Dad hadn't quite got me into the Lethal Weapon
is a
movies.
bit of a stretch for even a 14-year-old.
I'm in my Delta Force and Rambo phase right now. So, but knowing Dad, he got it because it was, Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster, and it was PG. So Dad immediately told the parents, slam dunk, let's go rent it, new release, family movie night. I remember watching this for the first time, and I know everyone was having a hoot watching this. I mean, I'm 14 years old, but I'm glued to it. I'm laughing at all the jokes. I don't know who Danny Glover is, so I don't get to laugh at my favorite scene in the whole movie, but everything else is landing for me that's supposed to land for me. Like I had a ball with it. And then I think I had seen it a few more times, probably on television or cable, just popping up or on a movie channel and be like, oh yeah, I remember this. And it was like, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. It was, for whatever reason, I looked it up on Amazon and I got it for like, I don't know, $2. And I bought it digitally. And I sat there and watched it going, this movie's amazing. I love this movie. I mean, I was like, why am I not watching this every year?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I decided to cover it for basically our inaugural. I went ahead and just bought it on Blu-ray. There's no 4K of it. I tried to find that. I kind of think when a 4K comes out, I'll buy it, but I did buy the Blu-ray.
I would buy it on 4K because we'll talk about the scenery later.
Oh God, it's gorgeous. But now I've got my 4K player and my sound bar, so I was at least able to use those on my Blu-ray. It still looked amazing and sounded awesome. But yeah, I'm not huge on westerns myself. Like I like Tombstone. I appreciate the power that movie has, because we covered it years ago, but also it was like, it's not my flavor,
Sure. It wasn't
there's
wasn't what we grew up on.
No, I didn't have the draw
we grew up
to
on
it.
Star Wars, on space cowboys.
Yeah, see, so I sci-fi was it. But as I'm getting older, like watching this movie, I realize that this style, this like adventure kind of, it's comedy, but not, like raunchy comedy or, the comedies we grew up.
They're just, it's
just funny.
Yeah.
And it's, I guess you could call it a little slapstick, but it's not Three Stooges slapstick either. And I'm like, I really, really enjoy these kind of movies now. But that's my history with it. We can jump right into it basically, as the movie is, but there's just something about, like, going as a kid, I don't think I realized James Garner was the OG Maverick.
Dad let us know for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. My dad probably said it, but
yeah, this is the OG. This is the original Maverick. I'm like, that's really cool that he's playing a big part in this movie, and walking into the film made it that much more meta. I don't know,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
as a young adult getting into movies and learning more about them, those kind of callbacks were really special. The Danny Glover thing also, like, how cool was that? I recognized
I
so
still
many
love
of the
Oh my
the,
God.
the old guys. I'm sorry, the old guys, the cameoed actors. When I saw Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard in the poker, I'm like, wait a minute, I bet all these guys are old guys. And
Uh-huh.
that's when Dad's like, boom, 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 this one, that one. It's like,
Well, you're picking up on that. And then they go an extra step, and there's like current country music singers as characters. Like Clint Black's the first one they throw in the
yeah,
water, you know. And
he did a song in the movie.
he does a song in the movie. Also the soundtrack.
The
I
soundtrack.
love the da 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 da. You know,
Mhm.
that whole is
Oh,
like the driving force of the movie. But there's something about when it gets to that gambling scene and they start playing the Clint Black songs, you know, the gambling songs,
uh-huh.
where I'm just like, I kind of want you ever see A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
where it was the modern music but a
Mhm.
medieval thing? I was also sitting there thinking, going, I kind of want a western that way. I want modern country music, you know, my modern 90s, but still be in a western setting.
Boy, that
So you
hasn't
get
been
that.
done. That's a little surprising.
I think a lot of people think Young Guns was, but it was only because it had one amazing song by Bon
Yeah.
Jovi, and then the music videos. But the movie doesn't
Amazing
have
might
that.
be a stretch for that song, but okay.
Stop it! Come on.
But like Bone Tomahawk would have been rife for
Ooh, that would have been interesting.
for some 90s metal of some sort.
So, some
or
Reba
even
McEntire
Django.
playing as dude gets sawed in half
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
donkey jaw.
Django Unchained would have been another good one.
Django, which I think Quentin does that. He's able to do some needle drops that work pretty good in that. But Django came to mind, and that was part of my James Garner thing, was making James Garner a main character in this movie works really, really well. Even though like movies like Django, the original Django's in it. He's the one that asks Jamie Foxx, how do you spell it? Like that guy, he's also the most interesting man in the world. That's the same guy that does it. But that's Django from the OG TV show. And those are always kind of fun, those little cameos. But James Garner just being in this as Coop, as a main character, as one of our main heroes, quotation marks, because this ending of a movie is reminding me of nothing but like Clue, where it's, and here's an ending. Wait, there's more. Here's another ending and another ending.
Not as bad as Lord of the Rings, where there's 12
No
endings and it takes an hour and a half just to get through the ending.
This one still takes like 15 minutes
Lord
to
of the
get through the ending after the game.
Yeah.
You're still going like, wait, there's still runtime on this. The game's over.
The game's over. Then there's the double cross, and then there's
the triple cross. And then the twist of all of it.
Yeah.
And it's just, now I'm watching this and I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat going, oh my God, I love every second of this. And I can also say, like, you know, Richard Donner, I've always known him for his action, you know, basically the Lethal Weapon movies, top tier movies. I love them all. But Donner's been kind
Does
of
he
known
have
as
a bad film?
I don't know. I didn't
I'd have
actually
to look at
his
his
whole
filmography to really.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, Superman, Lethal Weapon, Maverick, you can do no wrong, Mr.
And he also, so I watched the making of Maverick featurette that you sent me on YouTube. It's on my Blu-ray.
Very good.
And they're talking about Donner in that, and he directed a lot of those westerns in the 60s and 70s. Never got a chance to do one of the Mavericks.
Oh,
and
fun.
It was like full circle for him.
Yeah.
So watching this movie, you get that he loves this genre.
Oh,
you know,
no
Donner's
doubt.
like, you know, westerns. He pays it the right amount of, you know, respect and reverence while still having fun and putting his own little spin on it. Something I wish new directors would figure out, and not like, well, we're gonna do this movie, but don't even watch the old ones. We're doing something completely different. That's not what I want, bro.
That's not what I want.
That's not what I want. You can get creative, but I still want to feel like I'm watching something that should have been created back in the day.
Yeah, looking at you, Total Recall. Punk
Total Recall.
movie.
I still haven't watched Running Man. I will watch Running
I
Man
haven't seen it either.
because it's based off the book. Well, it's based off the book. As long as you're telling me you're not remaking Arnold, then maybe I can be a little bit. I'm looking up Richard Donner right now, just to be like, he did Lady Hawk. Come on, like
I remember enjoying Lady Hawk. That was
Lady Hawk's decent.
Matthew Broderick, was it?
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah. Then he did Assassins. Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
that's an underrated.
I have not
Honestly,
seen that
Pete,
one.
that might be one I need to throw at us because
All right.
I think you'll enjoy that. That's not your normal run and gun action movie, but it's a damn good action movie.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, see, I like that. Yeah, Donner. Good Lord, he has a lot of producers. I guess he was an actor for a little bit.
Richard
there too.
Donner had the luxury of 3 Academy Award winners.
Yeah,
and James Gardner and a slew of veteran actors. It's almost like he stacked. It looked like he stacked the deck.
Did he stack the deck a little bit, Pete? Is that what we're going with there?
Get that? See it's a card game movie. Anyway,
he's trying, guys. He's trying.
I
Superman 2, 16 Blocks, Lethal Weapon 4, Conspiracy Theory, Maverick, Lethal Weapon 3, obviously. Radio Flyer. Ooh, I haven't thought about that movie in a long time.
That's not Cuba Gooding Jr. That was just radio. Right?
No, that was radio. This was Elijah Wood, Adam Baldwin. This was A Father Recounts a Dark Period of His Childhood when he and his little brother lived in the suburbs. This is the one where the 2 kids build an airplane, if I'm not mistaken, to escape an abusive father or something like that. Yeah, it's very dark, but also, hey, it's the 90s. These are the movies I grew up with. Mm-hmm. A lot of them had a lot of dark themes involved in them. Oh, he did Scrooged. So Scrooge, The Goonies.
Yes, he did. Of course,
The Toy, The Omen. Yeah, Richard Donner, nothing but bangers.
All bangers.
Look, and that's my issue. Some people are gonna be like, "You guys are doing a podcast. You don't even know all of Richard Donner's filmography."
Sorry,
look, bro. When I was a kid, I didn't give a shit who directed what. Did I like the movie? Yes. Then I'm going to rewatch it later on. Then I'd be like, "Why does this feel familiar?" Oh, directors do other movies, so it's like, oh, now I need to pay attention to
many
directors
times with
stuff.
the same people.
Yeah. Didn't care as a kid. Did not care who directed the movie. Only knew Steven Spielberg because they always said his name all the time. Didn't care any other way. So forgive me if that's continued on. Now I have a thing that tells me everything I need to know, so I free up brain space. That's how that works.
You need to free up as much as you can.
It's absolutely right. And I can't see anyone other than Mel Gibson in this role. That man is just so, God, what's the word I want to use?
Charming.
He's charming. Damn, that's a good word. That kind of does everything.
Smile will yes, sir. What can I do for you? You will remove me from my money.
I'll take my clothes off now. That's fine.
Whatever you want me to do. And this is peak Mel Gibson too. Like,
oh God, yeah.
At his charmiest. And
sure.
Before he
goes off the cliff, which is fine.
Yeah. After
heroes live in the era where I love them most. This is the same story of Kevin Sorbo, Hulk Hogan, all these guys.
Yep.
They live in an era for me. So when I talk good about them, it's in this era.
yeah,
Right.
it's bookended. They're
I don't have to condone anything they do, and as long as you're telling me they didn't diddle kids while they were doing this shit,
yeah.
I'm going to keep watching the movies. Yeah, there's my line, everyone.
I like
There's
that.
my line.
I can
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I can
So
follow that line. Yeah, sure.
yeah,
And this, I mean, Mel he had just directed his first film, Man Without a Face. What was that?
Man Without a Face.
Yeah.
That was another
And
where he
was
is half
just
burnt.
about to do Braveheart.
Yeah, this
that
is
was
just before Braveheart.
right before, like the same
What
year
was the
Braveheart came out. dude.
Other one. There's another movie. It might have been just before, maybe after. Was it Forever Young? That was another like semi-romance, but
Yeah.
also it was. I remember watching it. Like it wasn't just a
I
chick
haven't
flick.
seen
I
it.
remember seeing it.
But he's at the top of the world. He is a movie star. Like
92 is Forever Young. Another Elijah Wood movie.
oh boy, he was a baby in 92.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's what it was. He was frozen in an early cryogenic test in 1939 and gets woken back up in 1992. And then his
All right.
body starts aging incredibly fast as it goes. I need to rewatch that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I need to see
I hadn't
it,
even
period.
thought about that movie till we were talking about his filmography. We're just adding to the list of a show we're only doing one episode a month on.
Right.
Like I don't.
Right.
We'll get to it in 2034.
We'll get to it. And then you've got Jodie Foster, who's has she ever done anything bad? She's
not anything of this era.
such
Maybe
an
something
impressive
recent. I don't know.
actor. I've just seen. I've not ever seen anything that she's bad in, and she's just as charming as Mel Gibson is.
This character could have easily been the most annoying character in the world under any other actor or director. Like you'd been like, oh my God, this woman is insufferable. Please, God, let it stop. Jodie Foster is so endearing in this movie, even though she is being annoying to Mel Gibson the entire time, but we're loving it. That's how you do it, people. If you want them to annoy their co-star, but not annoy the audience, you got to find that line.
Part of it is the audience is happy it's not happening to them.
Well, that's true, but she pokes at him, she prods at him, but she also has this feel about her, and I don't want to say charms. You're using that from Mel Gibson. There are some words I need to learn better words, but endearing to me is just the best. She just sells this petty thief that kind of uses her looks to her advantage. And I don't want to say she's getting by on her looks. That's a different thing.
No, she's got a skill set.
She has a skill set. She is using her looks to her advantage, and everyone's a mark. Everyone. You know, when you first run into her, the way she introduces herself as being married emphasizes the
She's wearing a wedding ring.
Wearing the wedding ring, inviting to everyone that may have money that gets her along her way. But I'm enamored by her, just the way she acts.
Enamored is a good one.
That's another good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And she captivates Mel. Like you see that look, and there's some good acting. There's also some stuff you can't fake. So I feel like when Mel looks at Jodie Foster, that's just how he was looking at her the whole time. You know what I mean? Just, wow. She's wow.
She's wonderful. There's so much that I think they're still friends to this day.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I didn't see, as far as, the Mel stuff, I don't see a lot of any other people talking negatively about him back then making movies and stuff like that. And that I think Richard Donner he's able to do that. Like you said, when you have all these like Oscar nominated and winning actors, that's a lot to deal with on the set of a movie. That's a lot of alpha energy
Oh yeah.
all around everywhere.
And somehow Donner got them all to play nice.
They played nice because you know what? The story's right, the script is right, and it just worked. Watching the making of it didn't look like they were miserable filming it. You know, I'm sure there's days, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, they talk about doing Predator is fucking terrible. We were down to the jungle.
Yeah.
There's just mosquitoes everywhere. Everyone got sick but I flew my own food in. You don't hear that stuff about Maverick. They're just watching that making of, they're smiling. And it's just, that making of was as good as the movie. I'm going to tell everyone this right now.
It was so sweet. Now I think that was like a 20-minute TV promo for the film. And ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't around back then, that's how a lot of these great big movies were marketed, since we didn't have the interwebs really.
No, HBO behind the whatever would show it,
so
or
before the film would release, they would have this like, okay, so
it's featurettes, I think is what they would call it.
Friday. This is a featurette on Thursday. Watch it, and you'll get the feel of the movie. And you did. You got a great feel of the movie. And this making of is hilarious. And it's not really a making of. This is
it's really not.
This is a commercial. I would love to hear a commentary track on this.
Commentary on the making on the making of thing would be amazing, because it's a voiceover. Picture Dukes of Hazzard. Pete nailed it earlier when me and him were talking about it. You know, one of them Duke boys are going to get through it today. So there's a voiceover, the making of, and I loved their interviews with each actor, and they're in separate areas, but they edit it as if they're responding to one another in the questions. And I am just watching that going, this is fantastic.
Yeah. It was
like,
really
I
good.
love all of this right now. Charlie, you're talking about the trailer. You're not talking about the movie. I don't care. It's all the same freaking thing to me, man. Cause this movie just made
it's required
me
watching.
happy.
Just watch the making of. It's readily available on YouTube. It's only 15, 20 minutes long at best. And it's funny.
It's funny. And and the way this movie goes, I mean, this movie starts out with Mel already in trouble. I kind of like that. I like that you're started in the middle of the movie.
These wraparound openings, I love them. I just love them.
I love every minute of it. You're like, what's going on?
When's this gonna
happen? Yeah. Who's that guy? Why is Doc Ock mad at Mel Gibson all of a sudden?
Oh, Albert Molina. Oh, he's so
Liam
good.
walked in. He watches all those old, the older Spider-Mans and stuff. He goes, why does that guy look familiar? And Jackie goes, that's Doc Ock. And he's like, is it? And he's like, yes, that's Doc Ock, bud. That's who that is right there. So, you're watching that now and you're like, okay, yeah, I like this. Rattlesnakes, but it still has some charm to it. Just still has some jokes. And then it cuts into, before this, the journey he's on, and he's almost like telling his own story about how he got there. So Mel's doing his own voiceover for a little bit and starts right at a card table. Exactly what I want Maverick to do. I want him playing cards, with a bunch of just random guys. I love the gunslinger character.
Mm-hmm.
That kid, I don't know what it is. Like, you can barely understand a word he says, but I love him to death, man. He's got those like squinty eyes. He talks a little slow.
Dangerous.
Yeah, he looks but you also you could almost underestimate him a little bit.
Because he doesn't look remarkable in any way, shape, or form.
And
Mel
he's young.
didn't underestimate it, and he's very young. And I loved how when Mel got the drop on him, when Mel does his quick draw, that kid takes a swallow like, oh shit, I'm dead. Like, he knew right away.
Yep.
He gulped, and I was like, that's some pretty strong acting, just because he didn't have hardly any lines. He
just very few. It worked though for the character he's doing. Yep. Also, fun fact, Mel learned all of the gun tricks.
All the gun tricks, all the card tricks, that was all in the making.
So yeah, there's no it's a hand of someone else pulling the gun. That's Mel doing all of that, which is still mind blowing. So he's doing the whole trick thing, like, oh, I got a spring in my holster. It's throwing the gun out and everything. It's fun. And as a kid, I remember like, oh, this is funny. I like this. He's having fun with it, but he's actually good. Okay, I like this, and I like that he keeps everyone to the point where they always are going to underestimate him. When they get to the point where they're helping the church ladies get their money back, and they go and find
Mary Margaret and Margaret Mary.
Yeah. Also, just to forewarn everyone, when we're talking about nostalgic movies, we may say some stuff that are pretty prevalent in the movie. So when I say Indians, just know it's part of the movie. And there's actually a redeeming quality to that we'll get to in just a second. But the fake Indians in this movie that he sneaks up on, and they're negotiating the cut of the $3,000. He's the only one that's going to go in, and he gets the gun from Jodie Foster, and she goes, but you're so good with a gun. He goes, oh, I can only just draw real quick. I couldn't hit anything that's alive to save my life. He goes, I don't think I could do it. Selling them on, oh my God, what's this idiot? He's only gotten good at pulling a gun. That makes sense until he gets into the gunfight and he just dead shots everything he points a barrel at. One guy's finger on a trigger, knocking other stuff away. And you're just like, oh, he can shoot.
Yeah.
He
can shoot, and he chooses to be passive. He chooses not to kill anybody. Because he could have murdered all those folks.
Oh,
even back at the card table, he's like, let's just play poker, guys. I just want to play poker. I don't.
You're a coward or something like that. And he's like,
sure, yeah, of course, yeah. I just want to play poker.
He doesn't get offended by it, other than when he gets the fake guys that pull him outside for the brawl, which is, God, it's so good because you watch it. It had been a while since I saw it, so I forgot they were fake brawlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not this time. This is like back whenever I saw it again, and I'm going, oh wow, I forgot. Oh yeah, of course he would have crossed somebody, and he fights these guys. One guy's got a whip, and he whoops them. You're like, man, this guy's badass. I love it. And he gets in, and he gets mad because his shirt's dirty, and like scares the shit out of everyone, and then eases everyone. And then 10 minutes later, you find those guys again, and they're like, we got you. You're like, oh shit, he's about to, you owe us money because like you took it easy on us. We appreciate that. He's like, man, I gave you the best punches I had.
Best punches. Right. So it's $5 a piece, right?
You break
$100 bill, and they end up giving him more money than
he got way more. And then they all look at, but in their mind, they're going, we just made $25 a piece, not realizing they gave out all of the money they had in their pocket. I'm rolling at that's the comedy. That's the funny in this without being goofy, or I'm telling a joke, or slapping everybody around, having fun with it. That's the comedy I love, and that way it's not just me and Pete sitting here going, let's, you remember the time they said this part?
Right.
Here's the punchline. No, this is just, situational comedy almost, I guess. Not sitcom, but what's happening is what's funny. And the way Mel's got comic timing. Oh. I don't know why I know the Lethal Weapons got funnier as they went, but for him not to do more comedies, I don't know if that's good or bad, because I like what Mel has done, but you're also kind of going, man, I kind of want to see him in a straight, just funny comedy movie, something with John Candy or
something goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, even in
something where he got to let
Braveheart,
loose.
there were comedic lines in Braveheart. He's, like you said, he's so good at his comedic timing, much like, well, I don't say Tom Hanks was in straight up comedies. Never mind.
Tom Hanks did straight comedies, but he started in dirty movies and then moved into funny how some of our top class actors, if you go back and look real hard, did movies like Bachelor Party.
It's a movie.
A lot of stuff that happens in that movie.
Like, wow, that's a movie. Wow.
Wow. Is that bestiality in the 80s?
Yeah, sure thing. there it is.
Holy shit, Tom. What did you sign up for? I guess it paid off. But yeah, and then so speaking of, he meets those guys when he goes to get money. He's getting money for this big tournament.
It's a big poker
It's
tournament.
a poker tournament.
And he needs the buy-in is $25,000, and he is what, 3,000 short at
He's
the start of the movie?
$3,000 short.
Yeah.
Well, we find out we don't find out he's short. We find out he needs $3,000. We don't find out he's carrying around $22,000 till about halfway through the movie, which still, you're just like, all the shit he's gone through, he's able to hang on to that 22,000. But it also explains why he's able to kind of still land on his feet every time he gets screwed over, because he goes to hit up one of his buddies that owes him $1,000, and the guy owns a bank. And he goes in there, and this, again, another actor I've seen in countless movies.
100 movies. Yep.
Oh my God. And he's like,
up here, it's Jeffrey Lewis.
Yeah, Jeffrey Lewis. He's crying poor, like, oh God, give me a year. Hit me at the beginning of the year. I'll have your stuff. He's like, all I got's 100. I can give you the 100. And then he starts making Mav feel bad. Like, I don't want to take your last 100. No. Let me give you your 100. Let me do all this other stuff. And then these masked bandits bust in to rob the bank. And this is this. So there are some moments of Three Stooges-isms where they both try to go under the desk and hide from the dynamite that they blow up.
It's pretty good.
But they're the one masked bandit that, we don't know who that is holding a gun to the teller, and he's like, I know you got more. I'm going to show you. He starts patting him down. He's like, okay, fine. Hands him the biggest effing billfold.
We see Mel's $22,000 later in the film. I'm pretty sure this was pretty close to $22,000.
Unless it was small denomination.
Okay, yeah.
Also, money was real big back then. I still find that comical as
big,
anything.
Yeah.
You're like unfolding a sheet of paper. There's $1. There's another $1. Just smaller. But you're what? And then I love it. And now knowing, I didn't know it as a kid, but the Mel looking at the guy and listening to him and reaches over and pulls the mask down, and it's Danny Glover. And he's like, wait, and they both stop and look at each other. And then they go, nah. And then they look at each other again, and then they turn away again. I'm just like, I'm dying. I am dying.
It's great.
Richard Donner. It's Lethal Weapon. It's Murtaugh Riggs. For a split second.
To throw that in there.
Oh my God.
And
it would be a
the
crime.
famous line as he's running out of the bank with all this
they
money.
blow up everything.
Getting too old for this shit. Just
as he pulls his mask back up.
Movie Sunday, man.
That's how you do it. That's not member berries that they do now. Like, hey, remember this scene in the movie? We're going to completely redo that whole scene. This was just tongue in cheek. I see what you did there. That's what I want. I watched Jurassic Park Dominion the other day again.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's nothing but member berries.
Yeah.
Oh, remember this part in the old movies that you loved? We're going to do it again. Like, come on, guys.
Hey, that worked the last time. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was the same way.
Yes, they did it.
That first sequel or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that Rise of Skywalker?
Well, there's
that very first one with
what
Rey
is
in
that
it.
one called? Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Thank you. And that was nothing but member berries.
That one was, and then the
thing.
end
Starts
of the
on a
third
desert
one.
planet, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah, it's the end of the third one. They do it real bad, especially when they land on the planet, and just to tell the audience it's not snow, they have one of the guys go, "It's salt, motherfucker." Just stop.
Get it.
Just stop. Just roll credits. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Done with all of you.
This is how you do it. This is how you play with the audience. You give them a little nod and a wink, a nudge, and it's done. And then it's right back. You're back watching Maverick. You're back sucked into this movie. Pete, you nailed it. Watching this movie, you feel like back in the day, sitting in a theater. Even if it's not watching this movie, but you're feeling that experience. That's the magic of this movie to me. And it's another reason I picked it. Like, I was like, I want nostalgia heavy movies. Not everyone's going to think about Maverick, but damn it, dude, this movie is just straight nostalgia for me. It's a time of my childhood locked away in a movie.
Yeah.
We're just sitting there, and I'm 14 again, or 15, or however old I was.
That's a great way to say you're locked into this. Like, you get sucked into this movie, and there's nothing else around you.
No, and this movie's like 2 hours long, and it does not feel it.
That's what Jody was saying that this morning. Like, this movie is jam packed. You hop into it now. It's not going 100 miles an hour.
No,
but it's cruising at a steady 70 miles an hour. Bing, 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 bing. Nothing is
stuff
wasted.
is happening. Story is going. Conversations are easy to follow.
Everything advances the story. No matter, there's nothing you should cut out. I hate me a 2-hour movie sometimes. This one didn't even cross my mind. It was longer than 90 minutes.
You're sitting there going, damn, the movie's over already. Like,
right.
God. Speaking of 70 mile an hour, and this one has what I have to say, probably one of the best stagecoach scenes done on film.
They kind of sort of did it in the Indiana Jones movie with the tank.
Kinda, but it's a tank. This had horses.
Who else did it? There was another film. No, that was Indiana Jones, where he was skiing behind the tank. Was it the tank that he was skiing behind?
No,
I think it's a different movie.
That's a different movie, because the tank is whenever he rides a horse against it and he ends up stuck on it.
It's the Mummy, maybe. I don't. Anyway, yeah, the best. This is such a good set of stunts, not just one. A whole set of stunts.
This is a stunt sequence.
Oh, it was never boring. There's so many times that a stunt just goes on a little too long. This one has a beginning, middle, and end. And
on a real stagecoach, built, real horses, real desert, not a sound stage. I love the behind the scenes, because the stagecoach is going, but they actually put the film truck on train tracks, so it stayed straight going. So that is the only modern thing happening in here. And Mel did as many stunts as he could. I started watching, like, he doesn't do like the real dangerous ones, like where he's hanging off the back on the netting and gets flipped. But there's a lot of scenes of Mel in peril, like harnessed. In the making of thing, they were talking like they were getting, Donner was getting a little irritated at him. Like, you can't. And he's like, he's up there. All right, whatever. You turn your back and Mel would be over there trying to do something. And Garner's like agging him on the entire time.
Of course he is.
Well, I bet Garner was like, I had to do this shit when I was your age, kid. I didn't have the luxury of a stunt double.
We didn't have wires back then. With no stuntmen on TV shows back then.
I also love the line of they get Mel to go out because the stagecoach driver dies. Still hilarious.
Very funny.
Yeah, someone dies and it's funny. I don't care. And he's like, oh, the back wheel's about to fall off. Let me go take care of this. And it's not. And Jodie Foster calls him out on it. And she's like, well, aren't you helping me? He goes, I've already had done my stagecoach things or whatever it is. And you're just like, oh, you son of a, I love it. Because I don't remember, but I guarantee there's a stagecoach scene in a Maverick TV show or one of the other things he's done. So he's kind of like, I've had my fill. I don't need to do it anymore.
Nope. No, I've earned my spot right here on this bench.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure like they show like when he jumps onto the horses, it's straight on, and I see Mel. I don't see a side shot.
I thought I read that was definitely a stunt actor, because that third jump he takes, he almost
that might be the one. That might be the one that's third. I know at least one of them.
On. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think at least one, maybe two of them.
Shot where he's jumping from horse to horse. That was definitely a stunt guy.
That was a stunt guy, but the one where it's like straight on, like you're at the front of the horses.
I agree.
That was Mel's, and I'm sure everything was safe and harnessed, but it didn't feel like I'm watching a stunt person.
Oh, you're on the edge of the couch when you're watching this. I mean, this is stressful.
This.
Falling off of the stagecoach, rolling under it, or monkey barring under.
Monkey barring
the
under.
stagecoach,
What's he
and
doing? He's pretty handy. Yes, he is.
Climbing up the luggage netting, and of course that fails.
The buckles let go,
And
so
then
now he's being drugged.
One of my favorite happy accidents of this movie, and there are several. One of my favorite happy accidents is the stunt guy that's holding on to this netting, and he's kind of swaying back and forth as luggage is coming, hitting him in the shoulder, hitting him in the other shoulder, and this barrel.
The barrel
Hits him square on the top of the head, and Richard Donner had the brilliance of adding a pop
at the Foley on that just sold it. Like, it made it feel as if the barrel was hollow, so you could believe that it bounced off his head, but it sounded so Looney Tunes, but it worked.
It was very subtle too, which made it even better. Like, it wasn't like they were trying to conk. It was just a little
yeah, it's
little
not
pop.
that egregious. It's just enough. And then, you know, he climbs up all that, gets almost to the top of the thing, and it hits that rock, and it flips him and somersaults him, and legs go through the top, and it's the way Jodie Foster and James Garner are just selling it. Like, they are so unbothered at the situation. And that's also a great way that they do this. Okay, we need to stop the carriage. We're watching Mel do this. Okay, they'll get it stopped. It's only until Mel gets into the driver's seat after flinging the dead guy off the side and making Jodie Foster scream, which is still, and then he pokes his head down and she slaps him.
He's on top of the carriage. It's great.
Only then do you go, oh, there's a ravine. Like, you're like, oh my, it's like you can't catch your breath. Yeah, of course there's a ravine, but you're just like, oh my God, and it's like so close, and then stop at the last second. Obviously, it just, and then flings him just over the edge enough to hang on. I noticed though that they leave him dangling off the side of that cliff for almost 5 damn minutes between all of the talking, because he's just hanging there. They come running up, still giving him shit. James Garner tries to reach down and grab him. Mel doesn't want to. Mel halfway gets up. Yeah, pulls a gun on him. Mel gets halfway up, falls down again, has to relent to James Garner. Pull him. Watch out for that cactus over there. I don't care about no cactus. Just get me up there. Pulls him all the way up. And as soon as he gets over there, don't touch me. Don't touch. He walks away from James Garner.
He's so mad as he's like, he's got a little Griggs in him at that point. Like,
God.
Don't touch me.
It was so good. Love all that. All right, I need to catch my breath for a minute. I think now's the perfect time to hit a commercial, and then we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
All right. We got to talk about my absolute favorite part of the movie. I could rewatch.
You have one?
I have a lot, but if you put a gun to my head, no pun intended,
all right.
where you got to pick your favorite scene in this movie, it's the real Indian attack by Joseph.
That interaction with Graham Greene from hundreds of movies.
Name one. He's probably in it.
And of course the Red Green Show from Canada.
Dude. Them surrounding everyone, and Mel's the only one that can speak whatever language they're speaking. Mm-hmm. And Graham says something, and then Mel looks at everyone. Anyone understand that? No? Good. Play along, brother. Here we go. And the way Joseph is just like, okay, just goes along and sells it as them being these vicious savages, firing their guns, hooting and hollering, and just, every stereotypical Indian thing we grew up with watching these movies. And Mel figures out how to get away from James Garner and Jodie Foster by going, well, they need a human sacrifice. That's what they do. You guys think they're savages? Oh, I can't remember. Mel drops a line when they go hunt those other guys that weren't Indians, where Jodie Foster's like, oh, we got to go get those. You should be able to do this. He goes, oh yeah, because I kill an Indian every single day. I just try to go out and shoot one a day. The way he says it just drops me every time, because he's so offended at everyone at that part talking about, well, we were attacked by savages. He goes, no, you weren't.
No, immediately. It's like, you weren't.
Like, no, not even well, maybe. No, he goes, there's no savage Indians around here. He doesn't say it, So he gets with these guys. He's playing it up like, all right, they need a sacrifice. Well, you want to go? Oh no, you shouldn't go. I'll go. No, let me be the noble sacrifice, and I will go with them. And they take them back, and we find out Mel knows. We already know Mel knows them, but Mel's really friends with them.
These are con men, and
dude,
thick as thieves, right?
This is where, if you have a problem with me using this word, you have not watched this movie, because this movie is so anti-stereotyping Indians that it pales whatever every other cause going on right now does. Because when Joseph gets there and Mel's like, so where you been? He goes, it's been a bad year. God, we've hunted everything. And then this asshole over here shows up, some Russian dude, and he just wants the Indian experience. And so now we're running around in war paint, playing those drums all day. His indignant attitude to what he's having to do just to make money to buy food is just chef's kiss the way he sells it. Like, it is so, I love it so much. I could rewatch this scene over and over again. And Mel's just like, I get it, man. Yep. It's rough for everybody around here right now. Then they get in there.
And where's my money? You owe me $1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love how Mel does this. He goes, yeah, I went around and I saw, the guy at the bank, and God, man, all my friends are stiffing me. Like, everybody just keeps stiffing me. This guy, he got robbed, but he actually had all the money. I went and saw the Mrs. whatever her name is. Yeah. And, he died. And he goes, they never found the body. What do you mean they didn't find the body? No. Oh, she stiffed me. And he goes, and now I got to come here and ask you about the $1,000 that you owe me. Oh, Mav, about that $1,000 I owe you. Just this. Anyway, he's like, oh, come on. Seriously, I got to get this money. And they start talking about, this is where we find out he's carrying $22,000. and the way Joseph is just like, I've never even seen that amount of money. Can I see it? Yeah, sure. Can I hold it? You could roll around in it. I don't care. And that's how much of a friend you get this guy, because Mav trusts him. He's like, sure, here, hold it. Here's the thing. It's got newspaper in it. He's like, what's this? And he immediately thinks it's Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster stole.
Everybody did.
Everybody. I would have thought it going. Yeah. She took it. And the way Joseph's like, whoa, calm down. People are looking, dude. I got it right here. I was just messing with you, man. Just the way he
you son of a bitch.
I was going to kill you. Wait a minute. I have an idea. And they con. And again, I love it. I love how he walks up to this fat Russian guy. He's actually what you would imagine for that time. And he walks up full fucking war paint all over his face. And he's trying to break the stereotype. And he starts talking French to this Russian guy. That Russian guy understands it. And he's like, no. In the English.
English, por favor.
Yeah, and he's like,
and
Joseph walks up and he raises up. He goes, how? Oh, wrong hand. How, white man? I come here to talk.
That's so great.
Well, he's like, I hate this place. I'm having a bad day. I've killed everything. It's too easy. I have plan. Walk with me. And the way he oversells the stereotype, and I love it. Come. Double talking the words and everything. We have, best thing for you. Kill Injun. And he says Injun. He doesn't say Indian. He is making fun of everyone. And he's like, I can do that? He goes, oh, yes. Very sick. He's lesser than. He's like, they negotiate this price. Still, I don't know how or why they convinced Mel to dress the way he did. But when he comes down that trail, Joseph does, and Mel's around the corner. And it scares Joseph for a second. Like, oh! That's how much I'm laughing. I'm just thinking about the scene, and I'm laughing about it. And he's like, okay, I got him up to 500. He's like, oh, well, shit, that's great. $250 each. What do you mean? I'm the one getting shot at here.
Yeah. Again,
although he had already negotiated 1,000, so he's making $750 to Mel's $250. Then the guy wants to shoot him, and he's like, nope. If you shoot him with white man gun, we'll not go to hunting ground. Great hunting ground in sky. That's what it was.
Like you said, it's all the stereotypes. It's so funny. Folks, don't take it seriously. Please don't.
No. This is not me making fun of it. This is them making fun of the stereotype.
Yes. And it's wonderful.
It works so well. And they gives him the bow and arrow, and it fucks up his hand. And then he can't shoot straight. Mel gets pissed off at him. And he's like, you could have killed me. He goes, here, fire it. No, I'm not going to shoot it. I'm going to shoot you. It's all Lethal Weapon. It's like, to me, it was him and Murtaugh arguing with each other. And he pulls that bow back and snaps his own fan. He goes, anyone fire my bow can't use hand for a couple days. He hands Mel the money, and he goes, here, you earned it. And Mel's thinking like, oh, I got the whole 500. And he goes, no. Got him up to 1,000. Also negotiated it back up to 2,000.
Once the Russian used his gun, he said, nope, got it. You got to double it. 2,000. Okay. 2,000.
Are you just going to leave the body over there? I never liked that guy anyway. What? No.
I'd like to add before we move.
Go for it.
This is the point of the movie where we've talked about soundtracks having like they're actually a character.
Yeah.
And the scenery here is also a character in this film. Yeah. Out of Africa, Dances with Wolves, these kind of cinematic landscapes that you see are breathtaking, and this was no exception. They scouted the most beautiful untouched Western locations that you can possibly think of it. And I know they were, according to that making of
the documentary,
they were in Portland, and they were in Arizona.
They were north to south of the West Coast,
all over the where. And I'm
because there's snow. We're in this whole scene, like it's snow-capped
mountains. That still could have been Arizona.
Never a moment in this movie you feel like, wait, where are they now? Like you feel like they're within
seamless. It all feels like you're in California or something like that.
Right.
I'm curious. I didn't catch what river that was when we get to the
it was in California. I thought it was the Rio, but it wasn't. It was a river, in California. And then the little town they built was called like Crystal River or something, but it was actually a lake.
Oh,
that
interesting.
they did a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say that was a big river.
there's a big lake.
It was also a big lake, right?
Well, and they needed that because what we're getting ready to come up to now is we can just jump right into the gambling, which is on a huge steam ferry.
It is a gambling boat, folks.
Oh
and
my God.
It is a river cruise ship to end all cruise ships in 1875 or whatever
you think it is in your brain. That's what they built. Like that, every little bit of it,
boat.
like when they talked about those on the Mississippi and all that, that's what you're looking at. And all these people are on it. It's an amazing set.
Big,
I
loud,
love
steam belching boat that just crawls up and down this road.
Dude, it's so cool.
And
I even
rich
love the little
are on there gambling and drinking and screwing and
the little steam dinghies that they had too, like bringing people to the thing. Like I was like,
the dinghies
that thing's steam powered. That thing's awesome. Just scooting people across the water. It's so enveloping. You just feel part of this world. And it also, for being a Western, it doesn't feel dirty, but it feels lived in. It feels like a real place to go, but it's not like those more modern Westerns that they've tried doing where they're remaking it, where it just feels like dirty.
Even Tombstone felt dirty. No one was ever very clean in Tombstone, which you wouldn't be with all the dust and
no, and they don't hide showers. That. There's quite a bit of scenes where people are still covered in the dust from the prairie. I mean, and I love that they use Mel as the metric because he's always trying to be clean, yet he always ends up dirty and as it goes.
You'd also think that these are wealthy folks, so they're gathering for a poker tournament. Yes, they're going to be clean. So I wouldn't put too much credence into the
No.
It doesn't feel authentic because it's not dusty and dirty. Nah, these folks are very purposefully hygienic.
This feels like a higher class of people, especially when you get onto the ferry. You know,
at $25,000 pay-in for
buy-in,
poker tournament. What is that, like $500,000 today?
10 people buy in, or was it 10? Hold on. 25.
It was a $500,000 pot.
That's 20 players, right?
Yes. So that would have been 5 tables. That makes 20.
Yeah. 5 times 4 tables.
4. Yeah. Math.
Somewhere
hard.
The math works. Whatever it is. It's
either 5, us, please.
It's either 5 tables of 4 or 4 tables of 5. Whatever that works out to. Because everyone kind of ends up at a separate table that's going to end up at the big game at the end. So you can't have Jody playing Mel on the first game. Right. Someone's going to lose that for someone to go forward. So Alfred Molina's in one.
There were at least
Commodore.
4. It had to have been 5 tables because
I think it's 5 of 4.
There
it's 5 tables
people
of 4
at the
people.
final table. What was it? Jody. The final table was Jody, Mel, the Commodore, James Colburn,
and Alfred Molina.
So that's 4. No. Was there another one?
I don't remember another. You had the dealer, obviously.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just they were the last 4. So
there was probably 4 tables then.
Yeah, 4 tables of 5 players.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 + 1 + 1 + 1
equals 27. I don't know. Anyway, they got to play. They end up
clue reference for Jody
playing. Playing poker to win the pot. God, again, just talking about the world building. That safe they use is so freaking cool with that giant freaking crank on the front and the combination. And that's why James Garner is there. He is a sheriff or man of the law, and he's been hired to handle the money for this game.
And security, to handle the money and security.
And security.
Well,
a lot of guns made it in there.
Sure did. Only man, I got 2 guns. These are the only 2 that are allowed on the ship.
I love that he drops it. I love that he drops that gun.
From what I heard, that was not on purpose. That was on accident. And James Garner, being the badass that he is, just kept on acting. and you could see James Coburn bend over
Reach down to pick it up,
trying not to laugh out loud. He's got this big shit-eating grin on his face.
He hands it to him, and James Garner's like, "Thank you."
He is. James Garner reaches back for it. You
Yeah,
just give me it back. And,
but the way he's
Donner
cracking,
brilliantly left that in.
It works so well because he's cracking jokes with the group of people there.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like I'm the best there is. Drop a gun. Like, oh, is he? Is he playing with us? It feels scripted, but it's not. It's a happy accident that works really well. And then, obviously you get everyone playing the game. And this is the cavalcade of who's who from everywhere. I'm not even going to try. We can't go through every single person, but if they were in a Western, they're probably in this group of people. I'm pretty sure Waylon Jennings
was in it.
Him and he got his wife. They snuck guns in. Uncle Jesse's the second guy that gets thrown off the boat, but then he's like, I can handle it. He pulls his hat down real tight and jumps off the boat.
The stunt that he jumps off of the boat where he kicks his legs out, that was clearly a stunt person, but
this
round looking guy is kicking his legs out. Oh my God.
It's so good.
They
huck Clint Black. He's the first one. Cause if you're caught cheating or with a weapon, you're off the boat. And you don't get locked up. You are out. Good luck.
Get tossed literally off the boat.
So they toss Clint Black. They toss Uncle Jesse. You start seeing all these people. They don't show them tossing Waylon Jennings, but you hear them talking. Like the wife is going, are they really going to throw us off the boat? And he's like, yes, ma'am, we're going to throw you off the boat. And they don't show up, but I love it. And then everybody around, and there's also like just a ton of character actors I've recognized.
I swear to God, Robert De Niro is in there. Swear to God, he's uncredited. I don't see his name anywhere, but there's a shot of one guy. He doesn't
even on IMDb, because IMDb will do uncredited.
I did not find it, but there is a shot. I swear he doesn't have any lines. Might have done it as a favor to Richard Donner for whatever reason. But I swear it's Robert De Niro.
Well, what I'm looking at right now, so somebody I know, Don Stark, he played Bob on that 70s show. He was Donna's dad on that. And as I scroll up, Reba McEntire was a spectator.
Yep.
Margot Kidder
was one of the Mary Margarets. Oh, and people played a couple different roles.
Yeah. So you had John Fogerty. I recognize that name, singer. Richard Donner is one of the
Clearwater Revival. He was CCR lead singer.
Richard Donner's one of the dealers.
Sure,
so he put himself in the movie. Linda Hunt. Linda Hunt was the principal in Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, really?
Short lady. Yeah. William Marshall, Donald Gibson. Okay, I'm looking at this guy's face. He looks like Robert De Niro. He's got a De Niro face to him.
Okay, maybe that's who I thought. Boy, it fooled me.
Yeah. Robert Fuller. I do remember he's one of the guys that was from early Cowboy show. Burt Remsen also. Doug McClure. I know he was from one of those. Yep. Vince Gill is a spectator. Waylon Jennings. Like it just I'm not even halfway scrolled up. It just keeps going and going. I won't keep going, but now I'm stuck. I'm looking. Frickin' Corey Feldman was one of the bank robbers. So focused on Danny Glover, didn't pay attention to that.
Well, they all had masks on, so
yeah. Art LaFleur.
That's Richard Donner dipping back into his bag of actors that he's worked with. Feldman was in Goonies.
Art LaFleur, who was in The Sandlot, he was the Bambino. He was Babe Ruth.
Very cool.
In that. Clint Black, I already said him.
This is a fun game to play, folks, when you watch this, trying to pick out all these people and trying to put two and two together. And it was even more fun on the making of that we watched, Charlie, where a lot of these folks were like, and I play this and I play that, and I'm this person, I'm Troy McClure, this and that.
Troy McClure.
I'm Troy McClure.
So yeah, you see all this stuff. So we're watching, everybody playing their games, working their way up to be the final. Then they get like a 1 hour break. And that's where Jodie Foster and Mel finally, give way to their carnal needs.
It's very Casino Royale was reminiscent of Maverick.
I got that a lot watching that.
Where Daniel Craig and what's her butt hooked up in the middle where they're playing Baccarat or something. I forget.
Or no, they were playing 5-card poker. Baccarat was the original.
Thank you.
Baccarat was the original Casino Royale. Mm-hmm. They changed it to poker for modern audiences because who still plays Baccarat, basically? I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But J-Man and them guys have talked about it before because they've talked about the Bond, and he told me the original card game was Baccarat. Okay. So now it's poker. So with the Daniel Craig, it's poker. I had that exact same, why does this feel familiar? Oh, yeah. Casino Royale. It felt exactly like it. But they also play a little bit of the, I got that Indiana Jones Temple of Doom thing where him and the girl kind of want to be with each other, but they're yelling at each other. They're Mel and Jodie Foster are knocking on each other's doors right back to one another, not realizing it because she's drunk. She's smashed. Because she got done winning that card and she looks at the card game, looks over at Mel, and Mel's just checking on her, and she freaking just slides off the chair trying to grab all the chips and just she's smashed. That is awesome. And again, it's a PG movie. All they do is they go into the room. Time passes, done. That's all I need. Even as a kid. They did things I don't need to know about. And somebody locks Mel in his room. He has this was straight up Casino Royale. This is right where I got it because they tried to keep Daniel Craig from showing back up. Yep. You had to be there before the clock struck 5 on the 5th toll, and he has to climb out of a window, work his way around. The soundtrack is awesome.
Swing on a rope and crash through the front doors, and
every bit of it.
Last possible second, wait.
And gets to play, and man, this card game's actually really interesting to watch too. I really like it. The Commodore is doing his thing. You realize Alfred Molina has paid off the dealer. You see the deck swap. Maverick sees it, but doesn't say anything, and kind of plays it out. I think he calls it out, knowing they weren't going to change the dealer or change the deck. Whenever he calls it out, I want one card, but I want a new shuffle, new everything. That wasn't happening. So he's like, I want you to deal it, and points at Alfred Molina. Mm-hmm. I'll just take one from the top. I love it, dude. I love it.
It's so tense.
My God, dude. Oh, you see everyone's hand. You see the 4 cards Mav has, but he never looks at that last card because there's a bit throughout the movie that he talks about. I try, and this is, to me, I immediately went Lethal Weapon, but it's 4, which is later, was that I'm just willing that card to be what I need. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do in part 4. I'm will it to me, Riggs, will it to me. But he just leaves that card sitting there, and it drives everyone up a wall. The Commodore's you're nuts. I'd look at that card.
You should really look at that
Alfred Molina's getting pissed. Look at that fucking card, man. You just look at that card. You pick that card up and look at it, and he's all in, all $500,000 is on the table. Commodore throws down 4 8s, solid hand. I love you guys.
That's a winning hand.
I got 2 small pair of 8s and a pair of 8s. Classy. Molina though, straight flush, straight flush. Solid hand, beats the 4 pair.
That's normally a winning hand also.
Mav's sitting on a 10 of spades, a jack of spades, a queen of spades, and a king of spades. We know that's in his hand, and we're all...
Nobody knows what card he drew.
And all of us are watching going, it's got to be the ace of spades.
It could have been a 9.
I was going to say, doesn't he still technically win with a 9?
9
which would have been... That would have also been funny, but you wouldn't have the dramatic.
Right. You wouldn't have that close that door, kaboom.
That mic drop moment that he gets. And everybody shows their cards, and Mav picks up that card, looks at it, and goes, oh, disappointment. Everyone perks back up, and then he grins and throws the card. I love it.
It's such a great shot of him. It's got his face and his hand just does this, and he's
how many takes? Yeah, how many takes did that take? Because that card lands perfect. And it goes, this ain't CG. Yeah. And it lands facing everyone,
facing the camera. It's like Tiger Woods when he putted that one ball and the Nike swoosh pops up just before it goes in the cup.
It so good. Chef's kiss. Alfred Molina just gets so mad. It's also wild because this guy's been cheating, but he couldn't even beat Mav cheating. And he gets so mad. Gun hidden up the sleeve, man. That's awesome. Not realizing that's coming. But James Garner's there. 2 guns on his belt. James Garner grabs one. Mav grabs the other. Boom, boom. Takes out Alfred.
There's a guy in the audience, too, with a gun.
Yeah. And then the Commodore goes, is there anyone else that's got a gun? Your security sucks.
Because it did.
Everyone had a gun. They'd already thrown people off the boat for a gun. All right, cool. Mav won. Gonna get his money.
Hooray.
Movie's over.
Movie's over.
James Garner double cross. Holds on to the money. Points a gun at Mav. Everyone thinks he's joking. Nope, not joking. Also, had to really plan on how to get off a ferry boat. You're watching it going, how are you getting away from this? Dude out back, he's already paid on another one of those little steam dinghies.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, takes off on that. Commodore with that frickish long sniper rifle scope on the top of a rifle. And Mav's like, no, don't. He saved my life.
Not worth it.
I got to pay it forward. Don't worry about it. You're like, oh, okay. Well, Mav still held his integrity. Movie ends.
Movie's done.
Nope. Now we're in the swamp.
We're in the swamp. In the middle of the swamp, there's a fire going on. James Garner is just waiting.
And a shadowy figure walks through with a long black overcoat, comes walking into the light of the campfire. It's the Commodore. Wait a minute. And they start talking. They know each other. I didn't know that you had, I forget the character's name, but Alfred Molina. He's like, I didn't know you had Angel. I didn't know Angel was part of the plan. Well, he was a backup thing because we were trying to keep Mav out of it. So I kind of hedged my bets everywhere. Mm-hmm. He's like, and then James Garner turns his back. So you're watching it going, that's not what you normally do. But he goes, well, what would have been the split had Angel actually won? Oh, I had all that taken care of. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Pulls a gun. I just figured out that I'm a greedy man. And I'm going to take it all. And you think got the drop on James Garner, but you're also kind of thinking, well, James Garner screwed over Maverick. This is what you get. And then Maverick shows up. Walking out of the shadows, holds them both at gunpoint, gives them the runaround like, oh, you both were in on this. I kind of had a feeling I was following all y'all, grabs the money and goes, you know what? I'm not going to kill yous, but seems to me like one of you is probably mad at the other. So I'm going to let you guys sort it out. Tosses a gun up in the air. They fight over it. The Commodore grabs it. Drop on James Garner. Click. Gun's empty.
Click, 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 click.
Gun's completely empty. James Garner gets the upper hand. Doesn't kill him, though.
Nope.
The conversation later that they have, which we'll talk about, you're also like, what do you mean? You didn't shoot the Commodore. You also didn't tie him up or anything. Like, what? Commodore's still alive.
Sure is.
He's still out running around because he's crying. When the camera fades, he's crying. Cut to Mav in a bathhouse. I want to go to a bathhouse, Pete.
I've been to a Japanese onsen. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
But I like that big copper tub.
But the big copper tub.
I'm a big
whiskey
dude. Yeah, I need cigars.
Mm-hmm.
I need a big tub.
You need an extra big tub.
I got long legs. Don't say like I'm not sumo fat here.
No.
I'm just really big.
That's
I'm
not what
tall.
I mean. You
yeah.
are just you have a large.
My
person.
knees would be in my chest. I don't use tubs.
Like Mel Gibson, not a
huge
terribly
guy.
tall person. He's probably about my size, 5'8".
My God, fit in this movie though.
Super
right?
fit. Like
holy crap.
I did not mind him taking his shirt off.
He took his shirt off a lot. And you're just like,
he should take his shirt off a lot. You
look,
worked hard on your body.
Damn, look great. But no, because you're right. Drinking some whiskey, smoking a good cigar, hot bath water, especially like we talked about. It's not like overly dirty movie, but there's dirt everywhere. So a good bath would feel good after all of this.
A long soak like that.
Oh yeah, just. And footsteps behind him, cock of a gun. James Garner's found him. He's like, your gun's 8 feet away from you, next to the money you just won. That's not very smart, Mav. And they get talking, and Mav drops. My old Pappy told me. And James Garner goes, you get my sayings wrong all the time. You are constantly misquoting me. Well, your sayings are stupid, and I have to fix them half the time. And you're like, what is going on? James Garner is Maverick's dad.
It's a grand reveal.
It's a fantastic twist.
How could you not end the movie like this? That's the perfect ending to the movie.
That Maverick is Maverick's dad. That's basically what this comes down to.
That's perfect.
And they're both in a tub, soaking away.
And the movie's over, right? End the movie.
Yeah, movie's done. They won. They split the money. They're soaking in a tub, smoking cigar. James Garner shaving off the whisker biscuit he had on. And guess what? Another shadowy figure walks in, cocks a gun. This one's wearing a dress, though. Jodie Foster gets the drop on him. Figured it out.
She's got a little derringer.
And figured out their father and son, because she drops that knowledge. Like, yep, you guys talk the same, shoot the same, draw the same, and then kiss the same, sing the same song, wrong words.
Kiss the same? Did she say that?
She says kiss the same. So there's something, a little Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade moment. How would you know? Well, but yeah, so she gets a drop on him, takes the money. Your gun's 6 feet away. 8. Like both of them say 8 feet at the same time, and takes off with the money. And she goes, I'll tell the attendee to maybe add a little bit more warm water, because she keeps looking in the tubs. It's like, oh, shrinkage. That's not cool.
That's not nice.
I was in the pool.
It's a thing. I was in the pool. It's a thing.
She takes off with what she thinks
is $500,000.
$500,000. James Garner thinks she got off with $500,000, and Mel goes, nah, she only got away with $250,000. Here, have a boot, and hands him a boot. And he goes, and my boot's a little heavier. And he had put $250,000 in his boot. And he goes, I don't know why I left the rest of it in that bag. And James Garner looks at him and he goes, I know why. Mel goes, so do I. They knew. And he goes, it's going to be fun chasing her down.
So much fun getting it back.
Oh my God, dude. That's an adventure movie right there. But that's Maverick.
And that's the actual ending.
That's the real ending, not the 27 ending that I don't mind. Like I'm poking at it, but I do not mind the multiple endings. I'm smiling the whole time.
I'm making fun because I love it so much.
I adore this ending. It just works. And yeah, this movie could have done no wrong for me as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, there's Maverick. So anyway, back to where we fucked up. I don't know what to do. I can't really play my body count song for this. It doesn't work. Arnold's telling me how many bodies are left. There are people that die. There's gunfights.
There are three people that die. The stagecoach, and
he dies from natural causes.
He still dies.
Alfred Molina gets shot up.
Yeah, and then one of his buddies as a spectator.
One of the buddies in the back gets shot up.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Although I feel like there was something. Oh, I guarantee a couple of the bandits dressed as Indians died. I don't think they all got owies. I think only one or two of them were still left alive because James Garner. We didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
He hip fires and hits everyone, and then slides the gun back. And Jodie Foster looks at him like, "Did you just do that?" And he's like, "He's got this." just so chalant, just nonchalant, just boop.
The one time Dad helps his kid,
right? Yeah, well, and now when you watch it multiple times, you're like, "Oh, I get it now.
I get it."
Once you watch it and then you see it again, you're like, "Oh, this makes so much more sense." Like you're in on. There's tiny jokes that you don't get till you watch it a second time, and you're like, "Oh, this makes way more sense now."
It also makes sense that's how Mel Gibson found James Garner when the Commodore came around. Garner or
how would he know where to go?
He would have told Mel. It's like, well, I'm meeting the Commodore over here. Okay, I'll meet you there whenever.
It was all set up. Everything, you know, it's just well done. It's also very TV, which is a throw to the television show Maverick. You know, it's those kind of endings you would expect. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that was a really nice twist at the end of this. Because back then, TV shows were an hour long. You didn't have to squeeze it all in 30 minutes anymore. So anyway, back to the bits. I think I have a drop for this.
Yeah, okay.
We're just gonna pick our favorite. You know what? It can be seen, but I'm just gonna call it our favorite fight in the movie. So Pete, this could be a stunt thing, a fight sequence, whatever. I don't care.
If I can do a stunt, it's going to be the stagecoach.
Oh, stagecoach.
It's so well choreographed. It was legit dangerous.
Yes.
And it's so good. I think the clip is on YouTube if you haven't seen the movie, but God bless it, just go watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
Just go watch it. Get it from the library. Buy it. It deserves to be owned.
I think I only paid I think mine was only like $12.
I don't understand why it doesn't have a 4K. It did well. This is a well thought of movie. It's both critically and financially successful.
Oh, this was huge. This is what you would call a blockbuster. Probably.
The stagecoach was my favorite scene of the movie, but the fight, I really liked the false Indians. That was a lot of fun.
That's a good shootout.
Where he comes out and he tells them some jokes and gets them all laughing, and then he says, "Okay, now you got to line up, and I'm gonna take you back
take you in,
and then that's when all hell breaks loose." And
also, that he told them, "You're surrounded. There's a bunch of guns."
Oh yeah,
everybody whistle, and neither Jodie Foster or James Garner could whistle. He goes, "All right, if you can't whistle, clap." And then they start clapping.
What about you? What is your favorite scene, fight, whatever?
I'm with you as far as the stagecoach. I mean, that's paramount to any car chase in a movie. You know, it's perfection. You know, I love it. I do still like the fake fight at the beginning, especially when you don't know it's fake, where he takes on 4 guys. One of them has a whip, and if you didn't know it's fake, it's a great choreographed fight. Like Mel's actually getting the upper hand on these guys. You believe it, and you're like, wow, this guy can really fight. He's doing really good. And the other kicker is the entire time he had handed his gun belt and coat to these kids.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Don't let my my coat get dirty. And if they're getting the best of me, shoot me." And the kid's like, "What?" He goes, "Shoot you? Yeah, if they're beating me up, just shoot me." So the whole fight, there's this little kid holding his revolver, moving around, trying to keep the barrel on Mel the entire time. And I'm like, I'm losing it.
It's all they only cut to that once, but it was like, oh shit, that kid really is.
But just in that one scene, you imagine the whole time the kid's moving
like,
his hand around like, oh, wait, I don't have a good shot here. Wait, what if someone's in the way? You know, you're going through all the, and the kid won 20 cents because he betted his buddy that Mel would win. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, so now here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Pete and I have discussed this because we're doing these really based on nostalgia. So for the most part, we're going to like these movies. And I'm kind of tired of giving numbers. Sometimes our numbers are just arbitrary. I'll pull 7 out of my ass. Like, I don't know. There's no math involved with what I say about something.
No math.
So I think with this new go, and we may change. I may change all of this by the time we do it again.
Exactly.
Whatever. It's fine. But I think for right now, does this movie hold up to our memories?
Yeah, I like that.
Is it worthy of the nostalgia we have? And would we recommend this to anyone now? And I'll start.
Go for it.
Yes, across the board. This movie 1000% holds up, if not gets better, because I'm older and I understand more of the nuanced dialogue and comedy that goes with it, and it's not going over my head like it was as a kid. Would I recommend this? 1000%. I will. Honestly, I feel a little bad I don't talk about it as much. I know we made the joke during our Top Gun Maverick episode that we were talking about this, and we were like, yeah, somehow one day we might cover it. But yeah, I'm glad we covered it. I really, really, really enjoy this movie. I bought it. And it's going to go on rotation now of watching once, twice, 3 times a year, just whenever I want to smile the whole damn time. Pete, what about you, brother? What do you think?
I think I put it squarely on the yes to everything. This, I'm not kidding. This smells like popcorn. This feels like a sticky floor. This feels like what I remember the Shannon Theater in Bluffton, Ohio used to be. It's before they cleaned it up. It's no fun anymore. Studio 35 here in Columbus, the old sticky floor when you could smoke in the theater. Oh, it was like
the good old days.
I'm okay with no smoking in the theater.
Yeah, we're okay, but you know, there's a scent to those old movie theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, this. I'm embarrassed that I don't own this. I need to rectify that.
I think you should. You need to rectify that.
And I need to put it, like, it's been years since I've watched this. Why? This movie is such entertainment. Like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing that's gonna age out. No. There's nothing. It's a period piece, so it's not gonna be an old clamshell cell phone in it or a outdated car. It's a period piece. It is pure entertainment with some of the greatest actors of this genre.
That time, yeah,
of this
and
time
of that
and
genre,
of this genre.
Yeah.
Do I recommend it? I can't recommend it enough. You've got to go out and see this if you haven't, and if you haven't seen it in a while, go out and watch it again. It is worth your time. It's a family movie. There's nothing in this that you could not show a 4-year-old. And the 4-year-old's not going to get all the jokes. The 4-year-old's maybe not going to understand.
But you don't have to make them leave the room, and that's a big thing, and it's
worth it.
That's a very important. We're going to cover R-rated movies. I mean, it's just going to happen. But a lot of my nostalgia movies are going to be like ones we all watched with our family. Like I told everybody, Harry and the Hendersons, stuff like that.
So I do have a weird. I don't say weird, but I have one last thing. Like, this is in the 1990s, more so maybe in the 80s, but definitely in the 90s. There were always video games associated with pretty much any movie that ever came out that was a blockbuster. And this was a blockbuster. This was a summertime hit. I think it made $150 million or something.
It was like 150, 190,
something 190 maybe. Yeah,
190, I think is what it was.
It was a movie. It's I don't call it a tent pole, but it was a blockbuster. I don't ever remember seeing or hearing of a video game, but Data East put out a pinball machine in the fall of 1994, and this. See, I'm not going to go to nope. Don't go into it, Pete. In 1994, there's a reason pinball machines don't release the same year as their movies anymore.
Okay.
And it's because the movies don't like to release scripts early.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So
that
it makes
started
sense,
turning
right.
into an issue for
Right.
the video game industry too.
Right.
Yeah.
So Maverick was a pinball machine the same year the film came out, 1994.
Yep.
I have never played this pinball machine. I have heard of it. I have seen it, but this is not one I've played.
I've played the Maverick pinball.
Have you?
machine. I have. I
What's it
remember
like?
that.
I don't know.
And it has the Mavericks theme song kind of as it goes. I can't tell you like all of the nuances because I think I don't even know where exactly it was, but I remember that it was a Maverick themed pinball
It's got Brett
machine.
Maverick right on the backboard.
Yeah,
the back glass. It's
the back glass is it's right there in your face, and it played the Maverick theme
Very
song for the movie. But I do remember that. I've played a pinball. Pete.
Wow, how about that?
That's a shocker. Well, I had one more little bit of information. I wouldn't call it trivia, but this went straight nostalgia. And I know I've talked about this before on the show. I was raised up in church. I went to church with my mom and all that growing up. They did a version of Amazing Grace for this movie. Now they sing Amazing Grace when the old man,
they sure do.
The carriage driver dies. It's hilarious. But at the end, it rolls into Amazing Grace and it starts with Clint Black. On my Blu-ray, they did a music video.
Oh, no kidding.
It ain't just Clint Black, brother.
It's like We Are the World sings Amazing Grace.
So Mel Gibson's there, James Garner's there. They're all in the thing. Performed by John Anderson, Randy Archer, Clint Black, Susie Boggess, Gary Chapman, Billy Dean, Radney Foster, James Garner, Mel Gibson, Amy Grant, Noel Haggart, Faith Hill, Waylon Jennings, Hal Ketchum, Tracy Lawrence, Kathy Matei, Reba McEntire, John Michael Montgomery, Michael R. Marchin, John Call Parker, Eddie Rabbit, Restless Heart, Ricky Van Shelton, Danny Shirley, Larry Stewart, Joy Lynn White, and Tammy Wynette.
There's some names in there.
Sung Amazing Grace.
Wow.
Pete, I played that 5 times in a row. It just brought so much joy. I'm not a religious person anymore, but man, that took me back because Amazing Grace. If you never went to church, you know the words to Amazing Grace. I don't care who you are, but just that wave of nostalgia and the way they do it, because it's kind of like the We Are the World. They're just in this one studio setting.
Yeah.
All like on a bleacher seating. So you see everyone. They are having so much fun singing this. And then it cuts to scenes of the movie. And then it cuts back to them. And I'm having a ball. I have been riding a wave of nostalgia for the last few weeks. Damn, it felt good. So yeah, I highly recommend the Amazing Grace music video for Maverick.
I'm 100% looking that up.
It is fantastic. So, all right. Well, that is this month. This is April. We're kicking off April with this. So we are, God, this year's flying by, Pete. A quarter of the year's gone, and after this month, a third of the month is gone. Isn't math fun? Pete's like, shut up. Don't tell me stuff like that. But yeah, so B Action is the one that's filling in every other Tuesday due to, and I know we announced this on B Action, but due to unfortunate circumstances, we lost Chuck Norris. And let me tell you something, that was a rough couple of days. Thank God I had movies like this to watch and get to talk about. It has really helped because this one hurt. I don't care what anyone says or thinks. This man was my hero growing up. This is one of the big uns, as Dustin would call it. So we're doing our month of Chuck. We're doing 2 Chuck Norris movies on B Action. I'm pulling out Lone Wolf McQuade, which is just going to be, dude, it's just so fun. Now, if you've never seen this movie, you are not prepared for what you're going to see in this movie. David Carradine, like, oh my god,
this is what I've seen. It's
if Pete's smiling, it's so
wild.
The ending, you are not prepared for the ending of this movie. And then Dustin picked Silent Rage, which is a kind of like a semi horror action.
Really?
Oh yeah,
not heard of it, huh?
There's a couple. There's like Hero and the Terror, Silent Rage. It's got some horror vibes to them. So Dustin's picking those.
Okay.
And then on our third Tuesday of every month is going to be a special show Pete and Anna have started. Yeah. Pete, why don't you tell everybody about that show?
Anna and I got together and we're kind of doing what Charlie and I are doing, except for the TV realm. We're doing, if you've got insomnia, you're up all night trying to, and we can't call it up all night.
No, that's unfortunately already been taken.
You're right. And that's fine. So we're calling it After Hours Cinema Review with Anna and Pete, or crap.
That cracked me up when you guys sent that whole thing there, and I went the acronym, and I went, "Oh, you sons of bitch!"
Got it, I got you. So I worked on that for a while. So we've got episode 1 out already.
Great episode.
And we did Mulholland Drive.
I wasn't supposed to listen, apparently. That's a good episode. Definitely didn't sound like a Charlie movie, but apparently I've been volunteered for the rewatch. So, okay. I'll forget it all by the time it's time to do that. So
yeah, go out.
Don't worry about it.
It's going to be a monthly show. Every month we're going to switch who's picking a movie and who's hosting. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I get to pick the next movie. So
you're picking this month. Do you know what it is?
I do.
Well, this is April now, so you can say it. Oh, you're not going to tell? Well, you sucker.
I got to look it up.
I
forget what it's called.
This is your co-host, Anna.
I'm sorry, Anna, forgot. I know where it is, though.
It has something to do with vampires.
Oh, yeah, it's vampire, lesbian, something or other.
Yeah, of course it is. This is the look on my face when I heard it on the episode. That's the shock.
Oh, that's right, Daughter of Dracula. Because there's Daughters of Dracula and Daughter of Dracula. Okay, that's it. All right.
So Pete, tell them what the episode is. Don't hide it.
It's a Jess Franco. So if you're familiar with Jess Franco, he's one of those notorious Italian directors.
Oh God,
Lucio Fulci is another one you may have heard of.
Yeah, vaguely.
Bruno Mattei. Yeah, you may have heard of him. Anyway, Jess Franco is he's got. I'll let you know all about him. Anyway, we're going to watch Daughter of Frankenstein, not to be mistaken with the Hammer horror classic Daughters of Frankenstein. So that is what
Frankenstein. That's odd.
Oh, Dracula.
I thought leave it. That's gold. Nope.
Daughter of Dracula.
I now want to watch Daughter of Frankenstein.
Lady Frankenstein is on the list. So if you want to see something from Hammer, that's really
Lady. Isn't that Bride of Frankenstein?
No. No. Bride of Frankenstein was Universal.
Oh, that's right. They did some weird shit because it was Hammer.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
So Hammer did Lady Frankenstein. It's
but yeah, it's a fantastic show.
Thank you.
They have a lot of fun with it. I love the vibe of its late night television, the clicking of channels, the commercials Anna has pulled. That was something I had tried originally, and then we met a bunch of podcasters, so we started sharing their stuff out. Right. But I used to grab like the toy commercials and stuff like that for us. But yeah, we got a lot. So everybody, thank you guys for still listening to us and bearing with this changeover. I'll try to have things ironed out a little bit more. Hopefully by May, we'll figure it out. And Pete has that pick, and don't worry, it's not a Pete pick like February's Pete pick. He still has to rely on, it has to be a nostalgic movie. It has to be a movie he remembers from the younger days. And some of these may get into the newer years, but it really has to be something special for us to talk about it. 2000s, I'm thinking like the cutoff for most is going to be like 2005, maybe 10, depending on the movie.
We can work with that.
I think we can work on that. And if it's newer, it better blow our socks off.
Yeah,
Like that's
blow our
what
socks up and have something very special happen. Or
really got to tie it in. Like if this new He-Man movie,
yeah,
I walk out of there awestruck, we're going to talk about it. But for the most part, this is strictly nostalgia and movies we grew up with. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to live.
All good.
I want to go back. Take me back. Give me back. That's why I named it that. All right. I'm rambling. Let's get out of here, Pete. We will see you guys next month on Give Me Back the Podcast. We'll talk to you later. Bye.